Welcome back to the coverage of YCS Prague. And finally, my promise came true. We are actually right back with the next feature match. We moved up and down in the bracket a little bit. Let's take a look at that bracket. Let's bring it up for you guys. This is how the whole tournament has been playing out. We see a couple of Germany flags on the top left, but lots of other countries on the right-hand side. And it's basically people from various countries trying to find out who's the best, going up against somebody from Germany on the left-hand side of the bracket. At the top, we have Elias Stahlberg with Lightsworn, who just won his feature match in the top 8 and is going now. He's now going up against Joshua Schmidt. I would call him Germany's finest, who doesn't skip a top 4 ever. Like, what's going on with this guy? He's like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Equivalent of an energy drink. He just keeps going, doesn't ever skip a beat. And yeah, it's been a long day. Other side of the bracket, we see Raphael Nevin, who we featured earlier when he just made it into the top 32, because that is when there are no more restrictions who to feature. He was crying a long time earlier yesterday and said he didn't want to get featured because he's had a couple of feature matches. Yeah. And now he's in the feature match for the top 4, and he's feeling pretty confident. I walked up to that table, asked those two guys, who's going to win? Fabio said, him. And I was like, oh, okay, why did you say that? And then Fabio said, well, he looks like a very experienced and good player. And then for some reason, Raphael's ego got the better of him, and he was like, it's because I shaved this morning. And then I replied, because I couldn't help myself, I think you've never shaved in your life. with that, Raphael was down to a respectable level of egomaniac.
Oh, he just took it that well, did he?
Yeah, kind of. He cursed something after me, but it's all right. It's all right. So I think now he's in a perfect mood for this game.
Thanks, Ollie.
Yeah, that's my what I'm doing for the players. I'm really helpful this weekend.
Good.
So we got a Spyral mirror match.
It's a reloaded mirror match.
Also reloaded.
That is also true, yeah. So both of these guys are going to try and win the die roll, so they can then say, you go first.
Please go first.
We've heard a bit about that match. We haven't heard from one of our pros what he has to say about the Spyral mirror, so let's hear from Tom Rose.
The Spyral mirror match is quite an interesting one right now, in that if both players have built their deck to go first, it's hugely dependent on who wins the die roll, because a board of Trigate Wizard and Firewall Dragon and a Spyral Sleeper all backed up, nothing is going to break through that. However, some people are choosing to go second, and they will have a much better chance if they lose the die roll, or you could get a very interesting situation if you have two players that have both built to go second, where not a lot happens and it comes a very slow and grindy game until somebody thinks they've built up all the resources that they need to combo off. Obviously, neither player is necessarily favored unless you have that situation where they've both built to choose either first or second, in which case the person who gets what they wanted is likely to have a significant advantage in the matchup.
Yeah, well, we do have that situation where both of them went for the same approach. It's going to be very interesting to see how that die roll plays out.
Yeah, it is.
Anything else we need to know?
No, as far as I can see. I can also see the Mind Crush tech in here as well. So Fabio's deck pretty much along the lines of what we've seen from Raphael earlier.
Yeah.
So
Same here.
Yeah, it's the same as earlier.
All right, we are good to go. I hope you guys are good to go. Let's head over to the feature match table. With that, congratulations to Raphael Nevin and Fabio Zuccato, both in the top 4, the semi-finals of YCS Prague. Earlier I said this is going to be it.
Oh, Raphael
Nevin
wins the dice roll. Just.
With a 2, yeah.
That's the solid 2 beats a 1.
And very likely that he says, yeah, you go first.
Yep, getting what he wants puts him in a favored position, according to our expert from earlier, Tom Rose.
Yeah, although, interestingly enough, he didn't start with... I'm like the way he worded it, because he talked about the Spyral deck that wants to go first. Talked about that first. It seemed like he was expecting that to pop up more than the reload. What do you call it?
Reloaded.
Reloaded.
Like the second
Spyral.
Matrix movie.
Ah.
That was
See,
the
I
second one?
Oh, I see what you're doing there.
Not officially.
It happened.
It's actually my favorite one.
Yeah. Now you're just trying to be cool.
No,
I
it
thought you
actually
were out of
is.
it. All right.
Actually is.
Sure.
The twins that can go like kind of ethereal are my favorite.
It has one good scene, yes. Let's hope that it's not going to be the same for those players here, that they have a little bit more than one good card. Yeah. Well, actually, Fabio did go first
And passed.
and passed. Okay. Well, that is fair. That is fair. And now it's up to Raphael.
He's got the Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, so he can stop Raphael's double helix.
Actually, I think JY talked about that earlier, that if both want to go second, it is mostly a duel of like war of attrition, really, where it's about who has more cards that stop the opponent from comboing off, and it can go back and forth for a couple of turns.
Yeah, it gets a bit awkward because it's a bit like, no, you play, no, you play,
well,
no, you
Raphael
play.
was very lucky his opponent did pass, because Raphael had no way of interacting.
Yeah.
He didn't have his evenly matched, and he didn't have access to any of the hand traps.
It's like he's got all the Spyral cards already in his hand. Doesn't even need any search cards.
We see evenly matched. That goes straight to the bottom.
Sleeper
and
on
top.
That makes sense. I wonder if he knows how many evenly matched his opponent is playing. I mean, Fabio is maxing out on them.
Ghost Reaper on top. Ghost Reaper from the hand.
Yeah, that sucks.
Unfortunate for Raphael.
Yeah, but he said that earlier in the interview. He learned how to deal with that.
Yeah.
He said he learned how to deal with these defeats. He's not getting tilted after something like that happens, and he just keeps going. So let's hope he can do that here. If you're a fan of Raphael Nevin, of course. If you're rooting for Italy, feel free to cheer. This is the moment.
Yeah, we've got Fabio has got the double summon in his hand. Should he pick up another monster to go with that for a big combo?
Well, we know the top card.
Which we know, yeah, it's actually his hand is going nowhere for the next 2 turns then.
Sorry, I didn't what up.
No, you're right. Wait, no, his hand is going somewhere because he can double summon the Winter Cherries and synchro summon Fairy Dragon and then clear the field spells, get Resort.
Yeah.
So actually, Fabio does have plays open to him because the Winter Cherries is doing nothing else for the rest of the game, most likely.
But then again, he doesn't have anything to stop Raphael from whatever he's going to be doing for the rest of this turn.
Assuming Raphael is unable to present lethal damage, which is a little bit harder now that he's lost his double helixes.
Yeah.
And he's also got a master plan in his hand. He also drew the assault, so it's not like he can foolish burial goods.
Yeah,
off
which
the,
he also has, but unfortunately
off the assault, and then sneak his master plan into play.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate. Let's see if
just an attack and a
Fabio sees this line of play here.
Yeah, so 6,000 LP for Fabio Zuccato. Just drew into that Ghost Reaper, and the question is he going to summon it?
Ghost Reaper on top. Well,
yeah, he sees it.
He sees it.
Doesn't need to use double summon.
Not surprising.
No,
at this level of competition. Yeah,
this kind of stuff is like second nature.
It should be, and almost always is.
Yeah, I think Fabio could try go without the effect, the extra summon effect of Ancient Fairy Dragon here, and try just win. I did draw them up.
He does have Big Red. He has Resort. He has double summon.
Yeah, he's not got his master plans in hand though, so that's going to cause an issue.
He doesn't have a quick fix yet. I'm just trying to think of how he gets there. See, Big Red the agent. He's used his normal summon. He hasn't used his extra summon, so he could get quick fix and make use of the double summon.
Yeah.
Or he might go Sleeper.
Obviously, if he uses the Ancient Fairy's effect to make another normal summon, he doesn't get a battle phase. So, yeah, he's got to kind of use the double summon.
I feel like not having a battle phase is, would be pretty bad because Raphael could still have the evenly matched in his own.
Yeah, he of course doesn't know any of the cards that Raphael is holding on to.
Yeah, he's going to just put the attacks in, which
4,000.
Which is good.
Seems fair.
Half his life points.
Yeah, 4,000 swing.
Yeah. I love Ancient Fairy Dragon. So cool.
That's a really good card.
Yeah.
Mana field spells become much more relevant.
Luke just likes it because it's so shiny.
Yeah, I do like that as well.
Ghost Rares.
No, not as well. That's it. That's the reason.
I had a Ghost Rare Ancient Fairy Dragon. I loved Ghost Rares.
All right. So back to
Oh,
Raphael.
wow, that was a pretty good draw from Raphael, to be fair.
It doesn't do anything about the field right now, but he could use it to stop his opponent using double helix. Big red coming up.
We haven't seen that card that many times this weekend,
Big red.
despite featuring Spyral.
Yeah, it's one of those ones
All the
where
time.
it's kind of the end of the combo. So, like, our players have actually been quite good at, like, saying when they are defeated. Big red's usually right at the end of the combo.
Right. So very often people
Yeah.
are so scared of this card that they just shuffle up before it hits the field. That's its effect.
Yeah.
But
There we go.
not this time. Here it is.
Yeah, it's quite. It's
It
like-
does have the effect of a forbidden card.
Yes, it does. Premature burial.
Yeah.
Why are you not sounding more excited about that, Matt?
I could, but it is what it is.
Premature burial is pretty strong.
Should probably be once per
Hence
turn.
where it is.
Hmm.
What, Prem?
Yeah.
Yeah, Prem should be. Big red is.
That's not causing any problems, is it?
No.
No, it's actually
But
not. It's
Actually, we see Raphael like shifting gears again. He's moving faster, and that's always the indication that
he's figured it out.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he can get the rescue in the graveyard to summon right quick.
You can
It's-
always see
it's
like
got
there's
the soul.
something happening in his mind, and then he's like cling. That's it, and
Yeah.
then he just kicks into the next gear and he
Yeah.
goes crazy.
Yeah,
Master
he's
Plan's
got the
gonna come
assault
down.
from Master Plan as well. Yep, this is
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
great place.
and it's like all of this is automatic. Like nothing. He's not thinking right now.
It's
No.
a good day to be Raphael right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Master
This
Plan.
really might be his day. Actually, he told me some funny story. So his team did a team photo yesterday, and
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they had everybody on the photo, and he put that in air quotation marks. Could not find him. So and he was like, "I'm always available. How can they not find me? Nobody tried to find me. That's the only explanation." So he was mad at them, and I think he's already kicked out 2 or even 3 members of his team in this tournament. And in the finals, he might be going up against Joshua Schmidt. So
Yeah.
he's like, "I'm gonna kick you all out, and then you're gonna
Is
put me
Joshua
on the
Schmidt
front
the-
page." He's in the yeah,
Is he the team captain?
pretty much,
Like-
yeah. Okay, and with that, Raphael Nevin on his road to
Yeah.
the finals, where he might be meeting Joshua Schmidt. He just
Through winter cherries.
won the
Wins,
first
yeah.
game very convincingly. In a way, Fabio Zuccato did have something. Did look good for him momentarily, but Raphael Nevin struck back and now has the win in that first duel.
And Raphael-
again, look at him, how quick he's moving. It's like he's almost a flash. It's like you cannot follow his fingers and everything. He's just
My
so
name is
quick about it.
Raphael, and I'm the fastest card player alive.
Exactly.
The outside world, I've never shaved, but to everyone else, I am going to be a YCS champion.
Yeah, so honestly, okay. Just next time you see this guy, he's super approachable, he's super friendly. He's not going to rip your head off or anything like that. Just ask him at the start of a tournament, "Hey, Raphael, did you shave today?" And when you do that, I dare you to not laugh. Like
Just their face.
that's going to be a really hard and tough challenge. If you look,
For Raphael, it's worth pointing out this guy has been a long time coming. He's performed consistently well at tournaments, and
yeah.
there's a lot you can learn from him.
We've consistently been asked, why do you feature this guy? He always loses in the feature match.
It's
And
because he started asking us not to. That's the only reason we wouldn't feature him more. He's
Yeah.
an absolutely great guy.
That's
I do
actually-
really enjoy talking to
That
him.
actually helps. Yeah, it's just at the next tournament, just walk up to Luke in between rounds, every single round, and tell him, "I don't want to get featured." I think that actually increases your chances a lot more than coming up to Luke and asking every round, "Hey, am I going to get featured next round?"
Yeah. Sorry, I lost you guys for a moment. Then I accidentally managed to kick my headset and disconnect it.
It's okay. we didn't mention.
We didn't say anything we shouldn't have. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It wasn't of politeness that we didn't say anything. It was because we honestly didn't know it.
Okay. Yeah. So, but yeah, you were talking about that, and yes, so about the picking feature matches. Yes, everyone always comes up to me. "Oh, can I have a feature match? Can I have a feature match?" I always have 3 questions. The first one is, what are you playing?
How many games have you won?
How many games have you won? And then if you are from an interesting country, like a
Iceland.
small country,
Yeah.
like Iceland, small
right.
represented country.
Fabio's going first.
Yep. Yeah, Fabio.
Opted to go first, so maybe he mind tricked Raphael into siding into their own cards.
No,
Because Raphael does have mind crushes in his hand,
Yeah.
Yep.
2 of them. So,
And a utility wire.
Oof, that hand is not great. It
but
does nothing.
if he would have gone first, that
Yeah.
hand would have been.
It would have been slightly less bad, to be honest. Drawing the driver and the utility wire is just not that effective.
But 2 mind
Oh,
crush.
well, Fabio did draw a frame driver as well. Yeah, well, Raphael would have been able to stop Fabio from setting up as easily, but he's not doing anything. He's just stopping his opponent there. So
Yeah, and he's wondering about that hand. He's like, "What is this?"
He's just got to hope that that is wrong now.
Yeah, Fabio might be scared for just a tiny amount of time whether Raphael was siding into a chain burn deck.
Raphael's having flashbacks. Rescue versus Mind Crush.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's not gonna like that. He's not gonna like that whatsoever.
it's likely.
We saw that earlier, just in
Yeah.
case you just tuned in. We did see Raphael play a mirror, and he had to mind crush, like one at the very beginning of the duel, and then he drew into another one, and that game was dominated by exchanges between the super agents, or Spyral Tough and Spyral Super Agent. They just smashed into each other like repeatedly. A very awkward match.
Yeah, and it just makes these mind crushes just like so bad in this situation because like the drone gets added to hand. That'd be a prime opportunity to get rid of the drone. Gamma being revealed on top of Raphael's deck. I do wonder if Raphael decides to pick up his cards
Yeah.
very soon.
It's not going the way he wants it to go.
He can Mind Crush here.
They can mind crush the Spiral Resort.
Does he have to mind? He does have to.
Why not Mind Crush the
Yeah,
Super
pick up his
Agent?
card.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe he didn't
Just
even.
no, don't give it away.
Okay.
Wow,
yeah, actually,
amazing.
that's kind of fair.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
not going to play it in Game 3 because he's not
Yeah.
going to go first.
Yeah, he's going to be back in his comfort zone.
So was it that Fabio mind tricked Raphael?
Yeah,
here?
I think that definitely played a big part of it. Fabio going, yeah, you get to go second when Raphael was purely prepared to go first in that game. He's like, oh, that's throwing me off. Has a bunch of cards in his hand, so he doesn't get to interrupt his opponent. Then a face-up rescue, because Fabio is probably pretty used to this, the grindiness of Spyral, of Mind Crush versus Rescue. Sets himself up and just able to go, okay, I haven't got you this turn, but I'll get you next turn. And Raphael just draws nothing.
Yeah.
Sees the top card of his deck, realizes there's no point.
He knew how that match would play out, or
Yeah.
that game played out, because he's been in that exact same spot earlier today.
Yeah, that was super interesting though that Raphael got tricked, just as we were talking in his interview.
Yeah, but he did mention in the post-match interview that even if that happens, said it's always better to go for the. No, actually, he said it's always better to side into the version. When you can decide, it's always better to not mind trick your opponent and just go with the version
Yeah.
that wants to go second because the deck is that much stronger. So either Fabio was paying attention and he knew about that post-match interview and he's like,
He was sat in the
Let
area
me
just
show
taking
you.
notes, and he goes, oh, I got this guy. I got this guy.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened. That would have been a very good study.
Yeah, 'cause
And,
that's pretty good against Joshua as well.
Yeah, it's going to be super interesting,
It's
to be
a
honest.
team logic.
If whoever is going to, if Joshua advances to the final, let's stay in the moment, not get ahead of ourselves, because he's not in the finals yet. He's going up against Lightsworn in this round. But we're
Raphael
going to see
starts
that
Winter
mind game a
Cherries.
lot.
Yeah, that's a good opening
Oh,
hand.
hold on, but I do see in the other hand a Gamma and a Gofu.
Yeah, Super Agent and Resort by Fabio together with Gofu. Oof. Oof.
Maxi, that's good for Raphael response.
What is happening
Yeah.
here? So many responses. Like, look at that. Ash, Blossom, and Maxi for Raphael.
This
And
game
actually
is so fast.
Nothing to stop anything from Fabio in terms of hand traps.
Yeah, and-
Except Gamma, of course.
And he can't use it because he's committed Gofu to the field.
And he's max seed now.
Yeah, Raphael's got the Maxi and
Yeah.
Gofu's been committed,
I
so
think
Gamma is blanked.
Yeah, Raphael is miles ahead here. Like
it-
Oh, he's got
miles.
evenly matched. He draws evenly matched as
Yeah.
well.
Raphael is miles ahead in this situation.
Oof. That's
Be cool, Raphael. Don't give it away. Don't
yeah.
give it away.
Don't give it away. Just
Be cool, be cool, be chill, be chill, be chill, be chill, be chill.
I like if there's one thing that he still has to learn, it's getting the poker face ready. Like when he's gonna go up against Joshua Schmidt, it's gonna be like
Oh, that's gonna
it's
be.
gonna be like a whole movie
gonna be-
playing in one of the
It's
faces.
going to be like the final boss, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
kind of like the young kid come up against the old vet, and he's like, I see what you've learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is assuming Joshua actually wins this match. He might actually get taken out at this point.
Uh,
Incredibly possible.
Yeah. Yeah, he's facing that strange Light Swan deck that no one seems to be prepared for.
Yeah, that deck hits pretty hard.
Yeah.
7
Oh,
into
the
what,
Max
what was it? Like
challenge.
7 in the top 32?
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the
No,
question?
No, it was like 7 in the. It wasn't 7 in the.
How many of the Light Sworn deck was in the top 32?
2.
Two, sorry. 2.
Don't get our hopes
They
up.
were- they were
7
No, it
trick
was
stars.
day 2, right?
Yeah, it was 7 in day 2.
Oh yeah, okay. That's fair enough. That is true. 7 in day 2.
Definitely a deck you guys should be getting into your testing gauntlets if you're getting ready for an event next year. Because this is the last one for us this year. But you guys might be going to some regionals or something in December.
Ever.
No, it's not the last one ever. The
It's
world
the last
hasn't
one
ended
ever
yet,
for us.
Oliver.
And the next YCS will be Melbourne, I think.
Yes, it will. I think that event is the week before the Wave of Light release.
It is the week before.
So that deck not going to be a factor in that tournament.
No.
There we go.
All right. So Raphael only has to keep his cool here, is what we said.
Yeah.
He's already
essentially
got infinite cards in hand.
infinite cards.
That's a pretty old card.
It's a decent number of cards. And evenly matched.
And evenly matched, yeah. So
Yeah.
Yep, and he has, even if he doesn't use the evenly match, he's got Tough. And then he can go Super Agent.
Surely he just has it here.
Yeah, there's no, just a Gamma on for the interaction from Fabio.
but Raphael knows how to play around the gamma.
Oh, he
Because
doesn't
His
need
opponent has monsters.
He doesn't need to until
Yeah.
his opponent has
Yeah.
no monsters.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I'm sorry if I mean, normally I couldn't be so confident right now, but yeah. You can also see because Raphael is moving fast.
Yeah, and
It's-
Fabio looks unimpressed.
Yeah. I bet Raphael's just as I going, bum, 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 bum.
Oh
He's
yeah.
like, yeah, I've got this, I've got this.
Yeah, like the next update for our coverage is going to be a heartbeat monitor.
Oh my god, that would actually be amazing
That
to
would
have
be
that
so cool.
on the thing so you can see. But the problem is like when someone took it off and they flatlined, everyone's just going to assume someone died on the stream.
Honestly, if we had a heartbeat monitor for the top 8 feature match, game 3, when the 3 Omegas like took out one card in the hand after another, I think there was a flatline.
Yeah.
I think there could have been a flatline.
I would actually be super interested to see how well their faces react on the Hobby Mono. If you think that would be pretty interesting in chat, let us know.
I think that would be super cool. I really do.
See if it spikes when you get attacked directly. Like,
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, stuff like that would like freak you out, right? Like they drop a hand trap suddenly, like dudum, 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 dudum. Yeah, imagine that interaction earlier with
yeah.
Ash and Grass is
I
Green
mean,
and Gamma.
Quite honestly, it's not that hard to do these days. You just need like a Fitbit, one of these thingies that
Yeah,
you put on your-
Fitbit. The Fitbit is just so your significant other knows where you've been. That's all they're using it for.
I-
They're just
I
looking at
thought-
how many steps you do? Oh, get a map out, draw a circle around, go, where have you been? Where have you been?
Yeah, something, but you get the idea.
And the token is going to be powering up. Power integration.
All right. So,
For
but
Decode
I mean, we did say Raphael has an idea of where he needs to go. Lead us the way, Matt. What is he doing here?
Right now, he's going to be clearing up his opponent's cards, and then hopefully putting these direct attacks in. Yep, and he now can take out the remaining 2 cards. And
Is that enough?
yep, that's lethal.
That
Yeah,
is
it is.
lethal. It is. There's the
There's the
handshake.
handshake,
Yes.
reluctantly.
Raphael
Raphael going to the
Never-
finals.
Yes, he's gonna
New
meet
kid
the
on the
final
block.
boss. Yeah,
Wow, it's been a
Alright,
long time coming.
it has been.
He's worked very hard for this. Actually, the worst time.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
you know
about
what?
it.
We have a
Let's-
slide before we do
Let's
this
talk
part.
about it
Let me
in
catch
the
my breath.
post-match discussion, guys. Yeah, we can actually hear the applause just now because there's a little bit of a delay. Yeah, applause from us as well. Raphael Nevin did it for the 2nd time today. He won his feature match. And it's not just that he's like just sneaked into the top 32 or something like that. He's in the finals. He's never
Yeah.
been closer than this.
This is as far as he's ever gone in a tournament,
Yes.
and he was like 1 win away from making it into the World Championships. This is how close Rafael. He's been on the circuit a very long time.
Yeah.
And as we said, absolutely great guy. Very happy to see him actually finally it paying off.
Right. Yeah. We can talk about the game really quickly. The first game, my mind is a bit blank. Rafael was winning. I know that, obviously. It was that he went to go second. That's what I remember.
He got to
won
do what
the
he
die
wanted
roll.
to.
So Rafael wins the die roll and goes second.
Yep, he gets hit by Winter Cherries because his opponent just passes the turn. So Rafael has to play without his double helix, still manages to win the game.
Yeah, he still managed to push through. Using
Yeah, right. That was it. There was not enough disruption, despite one hand trap, basically.
Yep.
Okay, that's the short version. Second game, I actually vividly remember this. That was when Fabio tricked Rafael, because you would expect that this deck that is built to go second, even when you can mind trick your opponent, that it's still better to actually go second.
Yeah.
Fabio must have listened to that interview with Rafael, because he's the one who said that earlier. And he did the opposite. He goes first. So Rafael has cards like Mind Crush, which are really good when you go first.
And purposely sets the rescue, knowing that the rescue is going to be clutch in that situation.
Yeah.
Mind Crushes get blanked, and he just pushes Rafael over, who's already in a bad position with his opening hand.
Yeah. So that was game 2. And then game 3, we just saw Rafael saw the opening, great opening hand also.
He had
Great
Maxi to start with. His opponent then loses access to the Gamma from using Gofu, which is a great card, but does turn off your Gamma when you commit it.
Yep.
Then from there, Rafael's got additional hand traps to stop his opponent from going places, sets up Deco Talker, Sleeper Agent, and Spyral Tough, and that's more than enough to get him.
Yeah. It was pretty straightforward at that point. At that point, it was pretty straightforward for him to victory. We could tell because he was moving fast. Whenever Rafael Nevin is moving fast, get out of his way.
He knows where he's going.
Get out of his way. Like, if this guy ever gets a driving license, you have been warned, okay? All right, guys. I'm not entirely sure if the other match has already concluded.
I've got a message just saying no time.
Okay,
right, that means
so that means we're still good in time. So we might have just enough time to talk to Rafael again. That would be option number 1, and option number 2 would be we could look at how the whole thing developed so far. But I think we do that prior to the finals. I think that makes more sense. So let's take a very short break, and then we're going to be back for the second time with Rafael Nevin.